Hey y'all, welcome to another Theater Talk with Scott. I saw this play. It's at the Helen Hayes Theater between Riverside and Crazy. Oh wow, it was crazy. Um, so it's by Stephen Adly Guirgis, who I've never seen any of his work. I've read about it. He wrote the play "The Motherfucker with the Hat" that was nominated. Oh, this was a while back. It had Bobby Cannavale in it. I remember that. Um, anyway, uh, but yeah, so he wrote that. Um, incredible play. Really good. It's about an older man. Pops, played brilliantly by Stephen McKinley Henderson, who I've seen in other stuff. He's, in fact, in this month's Playbill, there's an interview with him about how he's always played these supporting roles. He's always plays the supporting roles. People go, "Oh yeah, that guy," you know. And here he is in his 70s in his first leading role on Broadway. How about that? He did the play. So this play won the Pulitzer Prize when it was off Broadway 8 years ago, and now it's on Broadway at the Helen Hayes. Second Stage brought it to Broadway, directed by Austin Pendleton. Wow. Who I've seen in several things recently. He was in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof when I saw it, and he was in The Minutes, the Tracy Letts play, when I saw it. And there's some rumors that that play may be coming back because it was. Mm. Anyway, between Riverside and Crazy, Pops, that's the part that Stephen McKinley Henderson plays, is an old black retired policeman, widower. He has one of the last rent controlled apartments on Riverside Drive, the Upper East Side, and so he has this palatial, humongous apartment for like $1,500 a month. That is just insane, and they're trying to get him out of it. He also, so he has a lawsuit going against the NYPD because he was shot by a young rookie white cop, um, and who didn't know that he was a cop. They thought he was a old drunk black man who was in the way and was in a place where he shouldn't be. So they're trying to get him to settle the lawsuit. His son, who is recently paroled, or he's on parole, he's out of jail, is living with him. And so Pops is kind of running like a halfway house because it's not just his son, Junior, who I got to talk about that, but it's also like a friend of his. I can't remember what his name was. Oswaldo. Played really well by Victor Almanza. Almanzar. Sorry, I don't know these names. I'm just reading them. And I'm not going to put my glasses on because I'm feeling vain. Um, um, and his son Junior's girlfriend, Lulu, who we think is a prostitute, and we think Oswaldo is, well, he's definitely he's got a record. He met Junior in prison. Um, Junior is running a stolen goods business out of Pop's apartment. Um, it's a lot of shady stuff going on, and it's not good. Um, and Pops is trying to still be relevant in the world, um, but he's being taken advantage of by his son, by his son's girlfriend, excuse me, fiance, maybe baby mama, maybe not. Um, his friend Oswaldo, maybe a good guy, maybe not. It's a lot of stuff going on to this older man, and so there's definitely the race thing, like that's some little thing. I don't mean it like that, and I don't. It's a huge thing, um, and in fact, in the interview that's in Playbill, the guy that plays Pops, he talks about how it's very different now than it was 8 years ago when he played the role. When he played the role before, he focused on the fact that he was a widower and that he was ailing and that he was kind of being taken advantage of by these people. In this time, with what has happened in the last 8 years, especially the police brutality and the unwarranted murder of black men, um, often by rogue police. Um, it changed the way he approached the project this time. Um, and I got it. And it meant something. And this play that was written quite a while back, and it won the Pulitzer Prize probably back 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, has a new freshness and a new relevance. That's how rapidly the world has been changing, right? Um, so let me talk about Common. I am talking about the performer, the artist, Common. Um, in his Broadway debut, he plays Junior. Now, okay, nobody start trashing me for this, but I am incredibly unfamiliar with any of Common's work, except for the fact that I know of him. I know he exists. I know he is a rapper. I know he is a music producer. I think he has written music. I think he's done some acting in some movies or TV, but that's about it. That's all I know. I'm going to find out more. This man, well, first off, y'all. Woo! This man walked out on stage, and to quote my friend Ginger Minge, I almost flooded my basement. Common is a sexy man. Whoa! And then he speaks, and he's got this bass vibrato voice that he talks. Y'all. I mean, I just wanted to do this. Except he played a character that isn't really likable. And is pretty despicable, actually. And he did it very well without being over the top. Without. It would be very easy, I think, to go for the thug thing because he's a black man and he's a criminal, and to go that route with it. And he brings in a, I don't know what the right word is. I don't want to say sensitivity. I you you don't like what he's saying, the way he's treating his father, the way he's treating his girlfriend. You don't like any of that, but you still like him, and you want him to do better and be better. Um, the end of the first act ends with a big cliffhanger that then the second act just picks up and flies. And when it flies, it flies. This play is done on a revolving stage that is cinematic. Okay, that's the only word I could think of as I'm watching it. I'm going, this is like a movie. It's a revolving stage because it's in this huge mammoth apartment. So you see the hallway, you see the bedroom, you see do we see the bathroom? No, you saw the door to the bathroom. You see this living room, you see the kitchen. A lot of its action takes place in the kitchen, as is most homes, right? Except mine, because my kitchen is like that big and there's no seating or anything in my kitchen. But yeah, and yet still people wind up in my kitchen. Um, the way that they did that, in fact, I really want to know the designer, because that was just well, and I'm not seeing right off the way off the top of my head, but oh, here it is, Walt Spangler. I'm gonna have to look Walt Spangler up because he did the scenic design, and I'm telling you, this bitch better be nominated for a Tony Award. It was amazing. And it wasn't in such a way that you went, oh, wow, look at that set, like in say like Little Foxes or historical dramas or things where it's some big mansion and stuff. No, it just was functional and real and really really good. Um, Between Riverside and Crazy, you guys go see it. It's great. It really is. It's at the Helen Hayes Theater. It's one of the more intimate, smaller Broadway theaters, so thereby it's one of my favorites. It is, and this is the second stage production. Super terrific. I'm off to see Linda Lavin in a new play called You Will Get Sick. That's my phone keeps going off, sorry. The play is called You Will Get Sick. It's raining outside. My leg's somewhat better. It is, so I'm getting around easier than yesterday, but I'm still going to try and hail a cab. So I've got curtain in an hour, and it's on the other side of Broadway, so I got to get going. Watch for that review later. Theater Talks with Scott. Mwah. Thank you all. Ciao.